Can you do DoorDash as a full-time job? Are you in a situation where you need a full-time job right now? Maybe, just maybe, you've been turned down after opportunity after opportunity. But here's an opportunity right here. Or maybe you're in this situation, I'm just needing some fast cash. I need it now, and I need it legally. Whether you need money to pay the mortgage, pay bills, or you just need that just a little bit extra cash, DoorDash could be your answer. In my opinion, DoorDash is the biggest and best way for a side hustle, because when I'm needing money and I need it now, just go out there, get her done. And I get that much needed money in my bank account. So many people are curious and are interested. Is this a way where I can actually make a full-time income? Can it really be done? Well, we're going to explore that today. When it comes to working for DoorDash or any other gig app such as Grubhub or Uber Eats, you're going to have some days that's going to be ups and your downs. There's going to be days where you're just going to be making that money. There's going to be times where it's going to be boom, 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 game over, and you're just barely scraping by. In this job, it's really tough to actually plan your finances, and you never know what you're going to be bringing in. So this is what you're going to need to know up front. But let me pause for a moment, because this is actually kind of big. And I also want to start out just to let everyone know that if you do have a full-time job, don't quit your full-time job just to be a DoorDash driver or any other gig app driver until you really evaluated everything you need to know. But even then, you're gonna be like, well, there's always something else, which is true, because a lot of times when you get into something and you're just kind of doing a new thing, you're gonna find out and learn things along the way. In my opinion, it is best to leave gig work, DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, all these things as a side hustle. And the leader of this side hustle is DoorDash. Let's continue to reflect. Okay, I'm about to make DoorDash a full-time job. I'm about to do this for real. And let's say this is not a perfect world, that DoorDash will be your main primary job. I know many Dashers right now that are doing this today as a full-time job. And this is not uncommon, and they are making bank right now compared to what they were doing in their W-2. But if you are going to do DoorDash as a full-time job, here's your first tip. Multi-app. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. Say, I'm going to be just DoorDash only. Make sure you have some other apps just in case you have some bad or slow days on DoorDash. You can also have Grubhub, Uber Eats, Postmates. Maybe you want to multi-niche and do Amazon Flex, Walmart, Spark. Have some of these things in your back pocket. And God forbid that you even get deactivated. Dun, dun, dun. No, you don't want that. I don't want that. That would be just plain terrible. But let's go ahead and let's go with tip number 2, which is set goals and plan. Know the cost of the living in your area, such as your home, car insurance, gas, food, clothes, and so on. Then you got to think about, well, how much money am I going to need per week or per month? Because if your goal is $500 a week, or you're going to be looking at $26,000 a year. If you're going to be looking at like $800 a week, you're going to be looking at $42,000 a year. If you're looking at $1,000 a week, you're looking at $52,000 a year. And if you're in a good market, let's just say if you're wanting to try to make that $1,500, you can be making $78,000 a year. So to answer this question, just with these numbers, yes, you can actually do this as a full-time job. But the question comes, well, how do they do it? How do they make that? Well, let me tell you, you're going to need a strategy and be smart of how you work. One of the major factors that influence earnings is location. Location, location, location. If you're in a busy urban area that has a high demand for food delivery, you're likely to make more than someone in a small town with fewer requests. This also leads to another thought. What are the best times to work to make the most money? The core hours of working is making sure that we're out there at 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Those will be your main hours that you want to be out there, because the demand will be much greater. And you may think, oh, you know what? That's only like 7 hours a day. Yeah, it's only 7 hours. But you know what? if I'm going to take this thing personally and say if I was actually having to do this or I was going to do this, I was in the mindset of I'm going to be doing DoorDash full time, I'm actually going to be out there a lot more than just 7 hours a day. I'm most likely, just because it's my work habit and my work style and how I just wanted to keep going, I'm probably out there 10 to 12 hours a day. And also not including the responsibilities I already have that I have to pay for. So my minimum hours would probably look like going out there around 9, 10 o'clock and staying out there to 2, maybe 3 o'clock. Then I might take a little break from there. Then I'll go right back out at maybe 4:30, 5. Then I'll probably stay out to 9, 10 p.m. that night. And I would be doing this 5 to 6 days a week. I would take Sundays off and I would take like a random day during the week off. But my core days are where I would have to be out there, like no questions asked, like don't bother me, I'm working. It would be Friday and Saturday, because those would be my big days where I'm just going full force. Friday and Saturday, let's do it. Get your butt up and make that money. That's what I'd be telling myself. So let's right now look at some key factors. If you're willing to work these peak time hours, like the lunch and the dinner rush, you're gonna automatically make more money than someone that's gonna just do this here and there. And another key factor that plays a big role in earnings is customer service. Make sure that you're providing excellent customer service, going over and beyond, doing everything you can to make sure the customer is happy. Because we want to make sure we're not only doing this for ourselves, but even our next fellow Dasher, because we want them to do a good job too. Because we want our excellent customer service also encourage some people to tip and some people to continue tipping well. Because what happens when you keep on getting bad service? Or you're either going to stop tipping as high, stop tipping as much, or you're just going to quit the whole platform completely and go on to something else. And us as Dashers, we do not want that. So tip number 3, which doesn't exactly just make you money, but it will save you money. And that is, do not eat out. And if you do eat out, do not make this thing a habit, because you don't want to just eat your profits away and it's going to be just draining your money. So prepare yourself for your meals, such as maybe eat some leftovers from the previous night. Fix and eat a sandwich. Maybe you're one of those people that make pre-made meals for multiple days ahead of time. Remember to take snacks with you, such as fruits, like the bananas, the apples, or you want to take some Chex Mix or some crackers, just some little things. For drinks, maybe take a bottle of water, flavored water, and if like me, I always have my Circle every day. Yeah, and don't even get me started on coffee, because when I be taking coffee in the mornings, oh yeah, I don't want to go to the McDonald's or Starbucks or 7-Eleven and just keep on buying my coffee. No, I want to brew my own coffee. So let's brew your own coffee and save money. Now let's look at the PCC. The PCC is pros, cons, and cautions. So what are the pros of working DoorDash full time? So one thing, you're your own boss, you make up your own hours, and you can make some really good money in the process. And here comes the crushing cons. You're going to need to be a self-motivator, because there's going to be times where you got to pick your tail up and just keep moving, or just get up just to go and get the thing started. Then you can't be discouraged on the bad days when your days just flat out suck. It happens all the time. But my good days outweigh my bad days, which is why I still do this thing. And the biggest elephant in the room will be your vehicle maintenance. And such as you want to keep on with your gas. There's going to be tons of money in gas. Then oil changes, wear and tear on your car. Then you have the crazy mileages that we're going to put on our vehicle. So I hope you have a good, reliable vehicle, and something that's not going to guzzle all your gas away. Even though I drive a Mustang, yes, I might be kind of driving DoorDash in style in a way, but you know what? I wasn't planning on doing DoorDash. Hey, I got my car paid off anyways, praise the Lord. But I don't want to just go ahead and just grab another car, get another car payment, and then add more insurance and add more this and that, just to do this job. Where I don't know how long I'm going to do this for, but right now I'm going to ride with what I got. Yeah. Now here are some cautions. To make big money, you're going to have to work some big hours. And locations will vary because it's not always going to be, I'm making $25 an hour, $30 an hour, $35 an hour, $40 an hour. Oh my God. No, it's not going to be like that all the time. No, most likely you won't even get to $30 an hour. Realistically, we'll probably just be making anywhere from $17 an hour to $21 an hour, in that range, depending on your location. I've made $25 an hour on many occasions, but there's going to be some factors in this thing, you know, such as maybe I got a good catering order, or maybe I got a few catering orders. Maybe there was some peak pay involved. Maybe it was raining and no other dashers wanted to be out, so therefore I was making bank, baby. Yeah, I don't mind dashing in the rain. Now let's look on the flip side, because there's going to be some dashers that don't even make $17 an hour. There's going to be some that just making like $14, $15 an hour. Then you guys say, well, is this worth it? Maybe you're doing the better miles to money ratio and you're really paying attention to your mileages, your gas, and everything else. Overall, you got to keep on thinking smart and doing the right thing for you in your area, in your market. Now let's just briefly talk about the dreaded yearly thing, which is taxes. Duh. Yes, you need to save your money for taxes. And it would be good to talk to a tax professional in your area that knows what they're talking about so they can give you a good ballpark of how much you actually might need to be saving for federal and state tax. But if you live in Texas, you don't have to worry about the state tax, praise the Lord. Like I've been saying, strategy is key. There are certain strategies you can use to maximize your income, such as focus on high demand areas, using these right apps and tools in your area, and overall be smart and figure out how to maximize your earnings, such as the things I've already stated. And working those peak hours, and when you get an order, don't wait around in your car for the promised time. As soon as you get to the restaurant, go and check on that order, not rudely, but assertively, by letting the restaurant staff know who you're there for and how long it may be. Another great tip is also to optimize your route. There's going to be some routes out there where that map is telling you going this way, go up that way, but what you need to do is go this way and go here. Seriously. And the faster we get there, the best it works for us on our time, and also for the customer service as well. Do as you would do for your own mama. How you doing? Therefore, if you do love your mama and you want the best for her, yeah. Next is being consistent in the process, followed by being smart in the process. Doing what you can to save that money, whether it's gas, finding the right gas station, of like who has the cheapest price, oil changes. Think about me, where I used to go was I'd be spending like 80, 90 bucks for an oil change, but now I know a place where I can get it for 50. And if I wanted just a regular oil change, I can get it for 30. How you doing? So the key takeaways of this, of the main question, can I do DoorDash full time? Remember, yes you can, but it requires effort and strategy. And if you're a current DoorDash driver, I would love to hear of your experience and comment below. And if you want to learn more about making money in this gig economy, watch this ride along video where I give more tips and tricks, and also I'm doing it in action. So click it.